Are your games also suffering from those annoying frame drops that just ruin your entire experience, or your laptop or desktop is heating up like a furnace? If so, then this video is for you. Hey, I'm Sahil, computer science engineer and a data analyst, and you are watching Reactive Hub. In this video, we will look into the reasons why your laptop or desktop isn't providing the same level of maximum performance as it used to, and how you can fix it. So before we dive into the ways to fixing it, we first need to understand what are the reasons due to which your computer might be underperforming, or your games are not giving you enough frames and it has not been able to generate those high FPS counts that you always used to experience. Now, categorically speaking, there are two types of category of these problems which can cause such issues in your desktop, in your laptop. The first category would be software related problems, and the second category would obviously be hardware related problems. So first we will look into the software related problems and see how you can fix those, and then we will discuss about what hardware related problems your system might be experiencing and how you can get those hardware issues fixed. So the first issue in the software category would be malware. Now, if you download pirated games or pirated softwares, which are essentially free copies of paid softwares, the risk of malware running on a system is very high. Most of the times, these pirated games and these pirated softwares have malware hidden in their setup. Now, to fix these issues is very elementary and very easy. Let me show you on my PC how you can fix it at home. So all you need to do is press Windows I on your desktop or laptop. It will open up this Windows setting. You need to press on privacy and security. From here, click on Windows security button. From here, click on open Windows security. Now, in most cases, when you download these pirated software, pirated games, they ask you to turn off the Defender, or they have a file in their setup which turns off Windows Defender. So all you need to do is go into virus protection and click on manage settings. And from here you can turn them on and off. Now make sure to scroll down to the bottom and check that all of these options are on. Now second thing you need to do is click on app and browser control, and here you need to go to reputation based protection settings. Click on this and you need to turn all of these on. Now I cannot turn this one on because it requires advanced privileges, but here we have smart screen for Microsoft Edge, phishing protection, and potentially unwanted app blocking. What these settings will do is they will not let any app run on your PC if they find there is a bad reputation of it, and keep you from installing such harmful apps. Now once you have turned on all these settings, you need to go to virus and threat protection and do a scan option and go for a full scan. What this will do is it will run a complete scan on your entire system, check every file in your system for any potential malware, any potential virus, Trojan horse, anything. When you do this full scan, make sure you are doing this in your free time when you are not going to be using your PC. It will actually runs in a very comprehensive way. Your PC might restart 1 or 2 times, and also it takes much longer, like 2 to 3 hours, than a quick scan. But a full scan is necessary if you have any reason to suspect that there is a malware or a virus on the PC. Also, the duration of these scans depend on how many files you have on your PC. The more files you have on your PC, the more files these antivirus and Windows Defender will have to scan to search for all the malware and viruses. Now the second software related reason for your PC's poor performance lately, it can be because of outdated drivers. Now drivers are basically softwares which allow your hardware and other apps to communicate and let those software use your hardware efficiently in optimized manner. Now what happens when drivers are updated regularly, new types of frameworks, new types of settings are introduced deep in these drivers, and according to that, new softwares also update to use those hardwares efficiently. What you need to do is you need to find out what hardware you are using on your laptop or your desktop. Now let me show you how you can do that. Press Windows R and just search for DXDIAP. It will open a direct text dialog box. Now that this is open, you can see on the system you can find exact processor I am using. Now in the render tab you can see the exact GPU I am using. For now we will focus on our CPU. So I have Intel i5 11260H. So all I need to do is open Brave and search for Intel i5 11260H drivers. As soon as you search them, you will see some official links from Intel. You can click on those links and download the latest drivers. I have already installed these. All you need to do is click on view details And from here you can download the latest drivers. Now all you need to do, click download, it will download. Once downloaded, you can run these setups and install them very easily. They are very straightforward and simple setups. And as for your graphics card, now I have an Nvidia graphics card. Many of you might have different graphics card, maybe from the AMD, Nvidia graphic card or AMD graphic card. There will be an app exactly for your graphics installed on the system. So I will open my Nvidia app. Here I will click on drivers. Now you can see my drivers are up to date, but if you have an older version of your drivers, instead of reinstall, there will be a green button in Nvidia setup and I guess red in AMD setup. Clicking on that button will result in downloading the setups, and if you have auto update on, it will automatically update it. And if you don't have auto update, then all you need to do is just again run a simple setup. It will show you and you are done. Now if your in-game settings or your graphics settings are not properly optimized, or you are overclocking your PC too much, it will cause your hardware to heat up pretty quickly, resulting in poor performance in game and in even general use. Now fixing these problems about optimizing your graphics settings and overclocking settings. Now to solve these problems, we need to understand that all motherboards are different, all CPUs and GPUs are different. Now in order to fix issues related to poor optimized settings of your graphics card and overclocking, you need to find out exact motherboard you are using and exact hardware you have, and then go on Google or YouTube and look for the personalized videos which are made specifically on those products, because each product have different limits to its overclocking. Each motherboard has different layout, different BIOS settings, different UI in their BIOS to overclock systems hardware. Now pro tip about overclocking for laptop gamers is that if you are not using a very high tier gaming laptops like which cost like 4 to 5 lakhs like Alienwares and all, don't overclock your hardware, because laptop have very small fans and they have very small space inside them to move the air that much. So if you are a gamer and you are gaming on laptop, I would say don't overclock it. And no, because these overclocking can really cause your system to overheat so much that it might end up ruining your perfectly good hardware into nothing. Now moving on to the issues that are hardware related. Now the first hardware related issue that is causing your laptops or your desktops bad performance is a long due service. And yes, laptops and desktops require services just as much as your cars and your bikes and your other machines. Now not as that much, like not every month, but I recommend that getting your laptop cleaned and serviced from a certified and authorized service center once a year is a good thing to do. Because what happens over the time, first of all, your thermal paste goes bad. And the second thing is dust accumulation over the period of time. And what happens that dust accumulates on your fans, it accumulates on your heat sinks, which causes minimal to zero airflow, causing your PC not cooling down in an efficient manner. All of these end up resulting giving you a very bad performance. Now to fix this issue about thermal paste and proper cleaning, desktop users can go to YouTube, look for a tutorial and can do it at home without any problem. But if you are like me and you have a laptop for your gaming purpose or your daily uses and it is not performing well, then I will recommend you to take the laptop to the authorized service center and get it cleaned by a professional, because there is so much technology that is fit into this small case you don't know, and even a small flick can turn your entire system into a pile of garbage. So instead of doing it home thinking that you can do it, don't do it. Just take it to authorized service center and get it serviced there. Yes, it will cost you 1000 to 2000 rupees, but you need to understand if you break your PC in the process of cleaning it yourself, the loss would be in thousands, in tens of thousands, which is at the end of the day much more than 1000 and 2000 rupees. So please don't try to be a hero and take your laptop to an authorized dealer. Now the second issue regarding your hardware related issues is that your hardware is just outdated. You need to understand with every new versions of these softwares coming out, every new version of these games coming out, the older your hardware is, the harder it will get to run those software efficiently at an optimal temperature on your PC, which just bottlenecks your PC's hardware, resulting in thermal throttling and poor performance. In which case, your only option is to upgrade your hardware. Now, if you are a desktop user and looking for a budget-friendly upgrade, what you need to do is look up what motherboard you have and what kind of CPU socket it uses, and then look for the processor which is compatible to that socket. Choose right GPU and right RAM, and this way you will have a new hardware at a lower cost which is compatible to each other and works flawless. Now for laptop users, you can only upgrade your RAM and your storage. So if you are facing just frame drops, no other performance issue, then just upgrading your RAM might just be the best option for you. And now if you're experiencing other system performance issues where your setup's taking too long to install, or your CPU and GPU's utilization is always in the range of 80 to 100 and it is not cooling down, that would only mean one thing: it's time to start saving some money so you can buy a new laptop or a desktop for yourself. Hopefully all the steps I've showed you about software related problems and all the other information I gave you regarding hardware issues answers your question, and hopefully you are using your PC and it is working just fine. So this was my first video on the channel, and if you guys like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And now if you guys have better solutions to the problems we just discussed in this video, make sure to comment down below what are your solutions or suggestions regarding these problems. Thank you guys, hope you have a great day and see you soon in my next video.